Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen. I'm your host, Maria Valletta. We're here at Harry's Savoy Grill. I'm with corporate chef partner David Banks.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me today on the Chef's Kitchen. You have a beautiful spread here today. Herbs, meats, homemade pasta. What are we making?
We're making polpettini, meatballs, fried meatballs, Italian meatballs. We're going to make two different kinds of pasta, squid ink pasta.
My favorite.
And then a great fettuccine with a Saigon cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's going to be an interesting flavor combination.
Yeah, so the pan-fried meatballs is kind of street food in Italy. The pastas are all artisan pastas. We hand make them here, we dry them, we roll them and dry them. And we're going to show you a little bit of that today. This polpettini is an interesting meatball because it's cooked meat and then made into a meatball, which is a little bit different.
That is different.
And
I typically don't make them at home like that, but I think this would be a new way of trying it. So what kind of meat are we using today?
Then we have ground pork and ground beef. And we make variations throughout the other restaurants. We make a swordfish polpettini down at the Seafood Grill. And,
what kind of sauce do you use with that?
We're using right now, we changed it up a little bit. Right now we're using a garlic aioli with that. And at Kid Shalene's we do a smoked lamb polpettini. And we put it on a flatbread pizza.
Oh, I bet that.
So we are 25 years, almost 25 years here at Savoy Grill.
You're an institution here in Delaware.
Yeah, we've changed what we do a little bit. We're going a little more Italian, nice fresh pastas. We've got a real good synergy going with that.
Well, I'm Italian, really so I like that.
Well, good, and we're going to do that. Right now, we're just going to make a small batch of the polpettini, just frying off the meat. The mise en place for that is mashed potato, gives it that silky texture.
Really?
Yeah.
Secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient. And then the natural meatball, a little cream and bread will fold into it. And then we get, the garlic and the shallots, a little bit of black pepper.
So any kind of white bread we can use at home?
Any kind of white bread. In fact, you can use Italian bread, but we're just using any kind of white bread.
Cut the crust off, throw it in.
Crust off, dice, soak it in the milk or cream, and it's good. Now with that polpettini, we make a lemon and veal reduction sauce. And it has a mountain laurel or bay leaf. It's a fresh bay leaf there.
Turkish or?
No, it's a domestic. It's a North Carolinian actually, mountain laurel out of North Carolina. So we try to find the domestic stuff. We try to find as much local and domestic ingredients as we can.
Speaking of down that way, you're from down there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from West Virginia, but my whole family's North Carolinian. So we came up here through the DuPont company, and here we are. But here we go. This is simple. We're not going to finish it all the way for the show, but I've prepared some meatballs. So as we come out,
you cook it all the way.
You cook it all the way close done, and it's close. I mean, we're almost
with the
there.
Garlic.
And then we can drop in the bread. Drop in the mashed potatoes.
Anything I can get out of your way?
No, you're good.
All right.
You're good. We're in rhythm. And then,
rosemary.
Really nice, the rosemary. And we're careful with the rosemary. We don't overdose it. It tends to get stronger as it smells. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Good fresh rosemary.
It'll get that medicinal quality if you use too much.
Almost soapy, like cilantro. Yeah, yeah. And then mix that all together. So this is the polpettini mixture. Take that, we put a little bit of Parmesan in it to balance off the sauce.
Bread,
yeah, balance off the sauce. We put a little lemon in
potatoes.
it. Put a little lemon in it as well.
I love that tip. That's great.
Yeah, that's what gives it that silkiness inside. It's like, wow, how come they're so supple? And it's not just the bread. The bread gives it a little silkiness, but that mashed potato. So then you cool this mixture, and then you form it into whatever size meatball. And polpettini is a small meatball, and a polpetti is a little bit bigger, maybe golf ball, and these what we make are a little bit like ping pong ball. So that mixture goes there, cools off, right? And then it gets just dipped in egg, and then breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then they come.
Seasoned breadcrumbs?
No, just a little chopped parsley, but no like oregano or anything like that. So that's the polpettini there, and then we deep fry them or pan fry them.
I like how they're very homemade, a little uneven. It just gives it that
Yeah, they're
real
not. Yeah, it's hard to keep them.
kitchen character.
When you cool it, it hardens it up a little bit and it makes it a little bit better. But we're good there.
Cook something from the show? Went to a restaurant that you loved? Found a place serving innovative cocktails or impressive wine? Become a fan of the Chef's Kitchen on Facebook and share your thoughts.
The cinnamon dough is what I did. I already rolled and dried the squid ink pasta and it came out beautifully. The cinnamon dough, you'll see the streaks of cinnamon. You want to crank it?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
sure.
Nice Italian girl, push it on there.
I have a cavatelli maker at home, but
Oh,
that's
nice. And kick it down to about 5.
Oh, you can see the cinnamon
Yeah,
streaks coming
see
through.
the veins of it? There you go.
How am I doing here?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Something I really don't make often at home, fresh pasta, because I order it out a lot.
It's funny. It's really simple and it's really good. And the hardest thing is people just tend not to do it, and I'm not sure why.
Well, when you
it's
can go
just
to Harry's
so
Savoy Grill and get it this good,
That's right.
what am I going to do that at home for?
Well, let's hold on to that for now.
Okay.
We'll roll this in just a second, but our pulpatini are ready. I deep fried them here, and in the restaurant we'll deep fry them. So we put a little bit of this butter into this sauce.
A little.
That was a little. That was a little. That's enough sauce for like 7 orders. That wasn't bad. It smells good, right?
Yeah, I smell shallots.
Mm-hmm. And lemon. And then we platter up there.
Oh, those guys are so cute.
Aren't they cute?
They are.
I like that. I like the way you said it. And then just some lemon just to accentuate. We're going to take just a little bit of fresh rosemary and bring it up there. And just a little bit more right over the pulpatini. Now this is like a street food. This is a food you can have as a course.
Voila.
It can be plattered up and eaten at room temperature, just a pulpatini. Now, we're doing a pasta, 2 different pastas. For the cinnamon pasta, this is a gala apple. It's, you taste it. It's kind of sweet, but not as sweet as a Red Delicious. It's got a little bit of the sugarness.
Nice crunch.
It is. It's a good crunch.
Still nice acidity. Very well balanced.
A little bit of celery.
And you've got the leaves in there. It's nice to see a use for the leaves.
The leaves are great. They actually have a little pepperiness that is just a natural pepperiness to them. And I love the floral taste of them. It's like fresh parsley. We're going to park a little bit of oregano in this dish as well. Our pasta is cooking behind us. We're going to get this squid ink pasta right behind it, actually.
All the pastas are homemade here, correct?
They are, yeah. Our raviolis, our raviolets, our agnolotte.
Agnolotte.
So then,
What do you stuff those with?
well, we've butternut squash was one, fairy tale pumpkin most recently, about a month ago. So this foie gras, that creates a little bit of the fatty, yummy flavor. This is a great pasta for us because we don't have to put a whole lot of protein. We get huge flavor out of the foie gras, and it's just delicious.
So a little bit really goes a long way in
A little
this
bit
dish.
really goes a long way. We're going to take just a little bit of real fine shallot to finish, because sometimes a little bit of rawness in a pasta is good. Now that'll cook just a little bit, and
So
that
get a little crunch in there still.
pasta's
From
almost
that
ready.
and the apple.
Right? This is one of my favorite dishes because the cinnamon is just so savory. The Saigon cinnamon, you can see the bark right there. That's just great.
Yeah.
That's really nice. We're going to drop this.
This isn't your usual cinnamon stick.
This is our cutter.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so that's pretty much how we would make a linguine. I have a fettuccine cutter. I have a pappardelle, a little bit wider. So all that, and then we'd hang it and dry it, and then we're able to cook it to order without it sticking together. And if you can just smell,
Yeah.
it's not hot, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Can you smell that?
Oh yeah, the cinnamon.
Yeah.
Now that's
Drop
going to
it.
go great with
Drop
the
it right in
apples.
there. Beautiful.
Little parsley.
I love to finish with just a little flat leaf parsley.
So we do have a lot of herb flavors going in here between the oregano.
Yeah, that oregano, that flat leaf
little bit of
parsley
the
just
flat
tastes
leaf
good.
Parsley. The celery leaves give it some herbal notes.
Now for this, we crank that up in a little bit of nice savory chicken stock. We'll hear it deglaze real quick. Let me get it hot again. Can you hold on to that?
Sure. This is the easy part.
So the pasta, a pinch of salt, a little pinch of pepper. So we are enjoying our 25 years. We're doing a 25th year of a charity that we do here in a couple months in April, the Share Our Strength charity ends childhood hunger. We're doing that for the 25th time.
So a big dinner or wine dinner?
It is a degustation style 5-course guest chefs from all over. I've got from Denver, maybe LA this year. I'm thinking we're going to have Mary Sue Milliken if we can free her up on her schedule.
So the key for this dish too is to make sure your pasta's not too cooked in the boiling water so that it doesn't get
you can
melted down and mushy here.
I should throw it against the wall and see if it sticks, but we're not going to do that today.
Is that the test? I have never done that.
You never heard that? Yeah,
no.
that used to be the... Oh, see? Eat that. That's beautiful.
Cut a little piece off
there.
Okay. Yes, just perfect. That's hot.
And it's just full of flavor with the foie gras and everything there. It's just full of flavor.
Squid ink is one of my absolute favorite type of pasta.
Is it?
It
Good.
really, really is. Some people are afraid of it because of the color. I love it. It just has so much flavor.
A little bit of whole butter. A little bit of garlic and shallots.
They're your staples in the kitchen, huh?
Well,
garlic, shallots.
Garlic, shallots, and Italian,
butter.
But butter, yeah. Bacon maybe, but
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bacon goes with everything.
Yeah.
Bacon makes everything better.
Bacon is good. Bacon is good. So, again, this is just a white wine calamari.
What kind of white wine do you like to cook with?
The Chablis works pretty good. It's
French Chablis, not the stuff people used to call in America the old jugs of Chablis, right?
No, yeah, it's a good Chablis. It's a good.
You would drink it?
The old jugs. I would drink it. I wouldn't cook with anything I wouldn't drink.
That's right.
So
I'm a wine girl, so you know.
Do you like wine?
I study wine.
Red or white? Or
I
do you have a preference?
I like it all. Hey, it depends on the season. Depends on the reason.
Sure.
The
season
food,
and the reason.
And who's buying?
I like it. I like it. Well, our wine list here is really interesting and fairly extensive.
You did say extensive, not expensive.
I said extend, yeah, not expensive. No, it's very reasonable. I think that what we do is really reasonable all the way around. We've been here a little while, so we have.
It's nice to have options on the list.
You hand me a few of those chives.
Chives. All right, haven't used those yet. How's that, Chef? More?
That's perfect. You're on it.
So in here we have calamari. You have the tentacles in here too, I see.
Yeah.
So not afraid to use all parts.
No, yeah.
And some rock shrimp?
Yep, that's actually a Key West organic shrimp. It's a little Key West pink, they're called. And it's all natural. As much as we can, we go local, we go natural, we go organic as much as we can. Whenever the seasons will let us and the availability lets us. And you see how quick this dish is. This is almost done. This calamari, once it loses its opaqueness, it's ready. And those shrimp are the same way. We'll just do a little bit of Chablis, a little bit of, just a little.
All right. Just a little.
All right. Well, we know, we understand.
I got a figure to keep.
Well, I know, we understand. I was just going to say that. We understand figures. A little bit of fresh lemon.
Well, you're pretty in shape there yourself.
Yeah, it's hard getting old. So, gotta work the core,
Age is
right?
just the number,
Work the
remember?
core. Age is a number. I love that. That's what people keep telling me. I think it's an ache ability. All right, so that's it.
You can really see a nice little pink color to those
Those
shrimp.
shrimp do have a little pink color. Yeah, they do. And the flavor of this, without burning my mouth here.
No citrus in this dish? No?
I just did a little bit of lemon.
I just missed
I
it.
did squeeze it. I walked it right down like that.
So quick.
So a little bit of lemon, no other citrus. Nice squid ink pasta. That square or rectangular plate, if I can get that, that would be perfectly happy. Let me clear the deck a little bit. Keep ourselves like we look good.
Should see my kitchen after I do my cooking. Disaster.
You're a disaster.
But I clean up after myself.
Right.
I don't let someone else do the work.
It's a real trick to time and to clean as you go, and the time.
Especially when you're making multiple dishes at once. Not an easy task.
Well, that's why you have to move fast. I think people don't realize that cooking is a little bit of speed. If you want it all to come out right and all to come out hot, and everything hot and cold food cold, you got to kind of move with some speed. So
is this our final dish today?
That is our final dish today, and we're going to take that. I'll use the tongs for this one. So this here.
So is this an entree or an appetizer?
These are appetizer sizes. You know, maybe a little bit heavy on that cinnamon pasta for an app size, and this is maybe
we're
a little
sharing
bit.
That, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit heavy, but these are your half portions, and your half portion is almost an exact half, but erring on the side of not filling you up, but making you happy. You gotta have, because they're great for sharing. They're great for a side dish. They're really good to just to add on to what you're doing already as a meal.
Really smell the seafood.
Doesn't it smell good?
Just from you pouring that off from the pan, because you have not only the shellfish that you're using in here, but the pasta itself.
That pasta itself has a great
all
aroma.
That extra.
And again, you can garnish as you wish. We put a little of that oregano that we put in the dish.
I would prefer to have 2 plates, smaller plates of different pasta than one giant. So I can get an array of flavors.
That's always good. So there's your squid ink pasta.
Chef Banks, I am so excited to try these dishes with you. Everything just smelled so wonderful when we were in the kitchen.
We poured a nice unoaked Chardonnay. It does fantastic with almost every pasta we have here today.
I'm impressed, from the Piedmont region.
Yeah.
Italy.
So here's the easy part here.
Thank you.
Try a little wine.
Ooh. Nice citrus flavor.
Already.
So, shall we start with pulpatini?
Pulpatini, I'd say.
Okay. These kind of make me want to just pick them up with my finger and take a bite.
You know what? You sure can.
Is that
it is street food. Yeah.
Okay.
Yours?
What was that?
That was yours.
Crispy on the outside.
Right.
So much flavor, and that silkiness of the potato comes through. You are so dead on.
It still tastes meaty, and the lemon.
I love the lemon with it. That really makes the dish.
That's on our bar menu and a small plates menu as well. And they're just great little snacks and just, like I said, when we make them in the kitchen, we just let them sit and we just room temperature, just snack on them.
Great, all right. I'm not gonna pop this whole thing in my mouth, but I will promise to come back to it. In fact, I might eat the whole dish.
Are you promising?
I am. All right.
I don't have a twirling spoon, so we might be struggling with this.
You know, in Italy, it's not traditional to use the spoon.
Is that right?
They don't even give you one.
Is that right?
I got married in Italy, so I know this.
Where?
In Tuscany, Montalcino.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I'm just going to dig in here. I want to make sure I get a piece of the foie.
Yeah, you'll find it, I believe. The apple is just good.
Right there. I've got foie, I've got apple.
So, but they do. They still twist the pasta, right? They just don't do it with a spoon? See that cinnamon? It's not like dessert.
Fabulous.
It's not dessert.
No.
It's savory. The Saigon
all
cinnamon.
the components in it make it so much more savory. Yeah, it's a very different cinnamon flavor. It doesn't have a sweetness. It's more of a spicy. Love it.
And a little piece of apple and foie gras, you find it.
All right.
I was probably a little chintzy. I was probably a little chintzy with the foie gras.
Yeah, nice big piece right there.
Foie gras is not a garnish, right? And then the and again that with that pasta itself.
Oh, this looks gorgeous.
Try that
I almost
wine
don't
after
even
that
want
pasta.
to ruin it.
That wine after that pasta, that's kind of what just works. Isn't that good?
You're right, because there's no oakiness in the Chardonnay to overpower anything. Really comes through as a perfect
This one
pairing.
is just a wonderful little seafoody, it's creative pasta. We do have a nice fresh staple pasta, fettuccine with the rapini, and some wild mushrooms, some oyster mushroom actually. So yeah, it's a Evo, virgin oil and garlic. So it's your classic garlic rapini stuff. How you can't work with that? Yeah, you need a spoon, don't you?
You cheated.
I know.
So good.
Using my fingers. And the shrimps are sweet. Try a shrimp.
Super sweet. Like that ocean sweet flavor.
Out of Key West. It's called a Key West pink. It's all natural, no preservatives, no all organic. It's just not certified organic.
So good. All right. I'm going to take one more sip of this wine, but I would like to toast you, Chef.
Well, thank you.
For being a part of the Chef's Kitchen. Harry's Savoy Grill for pulpatini and pasta. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you very much.
Cook something from the show? Went to a restaurant that you loved? Found a place serving innovative cocktails or impressive wine? Become a fan of the Chef's Kitchen on Facebook and share your thoughts.
I want to welcome you to Harry's Savoy Grill, where freshness and quality are always in season. We use only the highest quality ingredients from artisan purveyors. Enjoy innovative seafood like line-caught Alaskan salmon, or our specialties, slow-roasted prime rib, and our perfectly aged steaks. Our impressive raw bar options will satisfy any appetite. Try one of our craft beer specialty drinks or choose from our extensive wine list. Our warm, friendly service creates the hospitality you've come to expect. Harry's Savoy Grill. Quality so fresh, you can taste it.